Hi guys, I know I promised you in showing you a video concerning the Kendra wig. Okay, I know I just posted some pictures on the wig, right? So I'm going to take it out of the pack and show you exactly what I did to just place this wig on my head. Right now, this is going to be like a protective style I'll be using when I may have some lazy days and not combing my hair. Right now my hair is still looking fresh, right, as you can see. Yes, and this is the same hairstyle I've been rocking since after I cut the hair on September the 7th, right? And I only just touched up, of course, the middle and so on, just by twisting over the hair and placing it back in its curlers, right? So now I'm going to take out the Kendra wig. So I just opened the bottom of the pack here where it was secured in. Now I just replaced this in the pack myself. I had taken it out before. Right now I didn't, which was my fault. I didn't purchase the stockings that will normally secure your hair to make sure everything is in place and flat down so that the wig will rest properly on my head. I didn't purchase it, but I guess I was so excited in getting the wig itself. Because I told you for months I've been asking, the store, and this is where I purchased this at the King Hair store in Arima. That's closer to the dial. And I said they are also located in Shogunas. I'm not so sure exactly where in Shogunas, but I know also their head office is in Charlotte Street, Port of Spain. So I even went Charlotte Street, Port of Spain, after going so many times in my area in Arima to see if they had the color I was looking for. I went in Port of Spain to find out what was happening, if they had the color, when they were going to get the color, and then talking about since the beginning of this year, I've been looking for it. So now this is it out of the pack. This is how they had it packaged. With all the stuffing inside. I guess this is to give the shape of the hair itself, to maintain that shape. And yes, this hair could be easily tangled, so you always have to be passing through your fingers to make sure it's always detangled. And I guess you'd have to treat it just like if you would treat your own hair, making sure it's moist, right? So I am going to take out all the stuffing now, and I want to show you how inside itself is. Now, as you realize, this is the front where we have the bang. The front here shows the teeth where you would have to secure it properly, right, in the front part of your hair. Then this is the back. Let me show you a better view here. Right, so this is the back. Not much of the teeth comb, not much. It's not as long. We can compare it. It's not as long as the one to the front. Right, so this is the back and this is the front. And then I also see what they have to help secure. They have side straps. Let me just make sure I have it properly here, right? Now I'm seeing on this side here, you have this side strap to pull tighter to just make sure it's lying flat and securely on your head. And then, well, the other part, right, is already hooked up there. So I guess after you would have pulled as how much you want it to, be fitted on your head, you just snap it in one of the loops, right? Good. So this is about it for the Kendra wig. As you notice, it's straight, and you might be wondering, straight but for natural. But the good thing about this wig, it has a bang, so it doesn't show up your hairline with all your natural, kinky curls, but it actually hides all of that with the bang. So this is how, I normally put it on. And I think it's also best thought that you should put on a wig starting from the bottom first and placing it over the head itself, and then just pulling it down, making sure you have it covering the whole part of your head, right? Good. So you see, and make sure you pull the front. Now I see this is like a wig no, where people have their wig all here. I mean, come on, this looks like if you um going something wrong going on here, and that is a no. A wig no. You don't ever pull a wig this far, especially when it has a bang to the front. If you notice on the package itself, you see how much of the bang covers the forehead of the model here. Is just the same way it should look on you. It should not be looking like this. So after placing the wig from the back, of course, as I showed you, you pulling using from the back and you place it over your head like a cap. Then flip your head, and of course, if you see your bangs looking like this and it's not looking like this, then you start pulling forward to adjust it. Good. Pull a little more. Make sure you adjust it properly. Good. And you may get your little comb to fix. Right. Make sure you fix the front as best as possible. So as I told you, I don't have my stockings on my head, but it is still not looking too bad, I guess, because my hair is not in any bulky hairstyle, so that helps too. Especially if you're going to put on a wig on your head, make sure your hairstyle underneath is well plaited in, not box flats all over that shows off little bumps all over your head. And make sure maybe cornrows going back would be nice. Or and not only that, make sure your head again, your hair itself is moist underneath all of this, right? Because yes, heat is building up all underneath this, and you need to also ensure that your hair is well moist. I'm trying to get my bang looking right. So I could even do this with the bang, as one of the, as I told you, a customer was really trying to fix up my hair and she saw it, right? So I could do this too with the bang, so I don't necessarily have to wear it all to the front. Good. And with this here, yes, it can get very tangly simply because it's so light. So just as if you would have to moist your hair to ensure that your hands can easily pass through and detangle, it's just the same way you would do with a wig. I'm also a straight wig. So with this, I have to constantly, I would have to use those the hair sprays, those oil sheen sprays, and pass that through the hair. Make sure I pass my hands throughout, and then maybe use a brush itself with less of the bristles. This has a lot of bristles, so less of the bristles, and then pass it through, right? And help maintain the neatness of the hair itself. So I could even wear the hair like this, well, like this, right? As a nice little look to it. Or I could put it like this, another nice themed look for either you're going to work, a nice little wedding. If I'm going for a wedding, I would rather pull it up like this in a nice little bun, and try maybe put a nice little rose. I love flowers. As you can see, my earring. Hope you see that good. Right, now you see it. Right? So, put it up nicely with a nice little flower there. Or I could just leave it down. Simply. But sometimes just leaving it down could get it so tangled up. So it's always best to make sure it's secured one way, so that it wouldn't be a much of a bother every second to you, and you always having to fix it. So I guess I'll get the front bang a little better once I play up with it. But for now, I just wanted to show you how the wig itself looked, right? And this is it, guys. This is the Kendra I've been talking about. And I have showed you pictures on last night, and of course you're seeing her right there on my chest. All right, and how well she looks here as well as on my head. Good, and I really like it. I like the fact that I wouldn't encourage you that you constantly wear a wig like for a month, or let's just say some weeks and into a month, because you see your hair also needs breathing space. It's a living, growing thing, so it also needs sunlight, right? It needs air to breathe, just like a plant, right? Remember, we are treating our hair like a plant. Just like a plant needs, or seed needs water, sunlight, and air, is the same thing with our hair. So it would need the sunlight, it will need the air, and of course we need to moisture it and make sure it's well taken care of. So I wouldn't encourage you that you use this like for weeks and weeks upon weeks. No, you need to continue maintaining what's underneath here, because you don't want to go all bald and crazy, as well as your hairline. Because of the teeth, the comb, I may not be using those combs. This has to be pulling back my hair. No, because I already have fine hairline, and my nape, the back of my hair, tends to be a bit thin too. So I will not be using those combs to secure. I may more use the bands as I showed you to the side to secure it, and maybe some 1 or 2 hairpins just to stick it in there. But other than that, because I know I have problem areas right or wrong, I will try my best not to use that. And if you know you yourself having problem areas around your hairline, it's always wise not to put more tension on it. So I hope this little illustration helped you today, just to show you a bit about Kendra, and also just to let you know, if you're looking and interested in purchasing Kendra, you can check her out. Saying her, but you can check the Hair King in Arima if you're closer there. They have one more pack in the black, and the other colors, I believe they have red and blonde, right? In Port of Spain, I'm not sure, Charlotte Street, if they do have the black, and either in Chagonas. But once you're closer to any of those areas, any of those 3 areas, you can check them out. Even take their number. I mean, I went as far as taking their number. So listen, people, you're like sticking. I need to know when you're getting this, because I mean, hey. Anyway, I'm glad I'm able to show you this, and I hope this too helps someone out there who may be looking for a new look, and this is one. All right, so I hope this helped, and you have a good Sunday afternoon, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.